In this video, we're going to talk about the 5 real reasons music teachers start music schools. It's quite an interesting thing to do, right? Go from teaching that sort of traditional one-on-one lessons by yourself in your living room or something to building an actual music school, something that's bigger than yourself. And so with myself, I have my reasons why I built my school, but in talking to hundreds of music school owners over the last few years, I've discovered there's about 5 main reasons that people build music schools, and this might be of interest to you. It'll be interesting to see whether 1, 2, or even 5 of these line up for you. But comment down below, why do you want to build a music school, or why did you build a music school? It'd be cool to hear what it is that got you inspired to do so. But I'm going to jump into these 5 things. I think you find it interesting. Number 1 is freedom. One of the reasons you see a lot of people doing this is that they want more freedom, and so if they have a music school, they become their own boss, right? So a lot of people leave working somewhere else to run their own business, which is really cool. But not only that, they might be teaching on their own, and you're really restricted around your freedom when you're teaching on your own. You think that you're free because you're running your own business, but you don't. And this offends people. It's probably the vlog that I've done which has, got people, clicking dislike the most. But the truth is, you don't own a business, you own a job, right? So you get paid what hours you teach, and you need to be there at these times. You can't just take a sick day and still get paid. You can't just book holidays whenever you want and your income stays the same. Like you're kind of showing up, you're doing the job, you just happen to be the person that owns the job. So yes, you don't have a boss, but it's not freedom to that sense where you actually have a business that can grow, build, run without you. And so a lot of people will build a music school because they want to have that kind of extra level of freedom, which is a great reason. It's really cool. Next one is impact. People want to impact more people. I know that was a big one for me. I didn't care that much about the money side of things. I didn't want to just teach 30 students. I wanted to teach 130 or 500, and I wanted to do cool things, and those cool things required money and more people and more resources. And so if I built a music school, I would have those things to be able to do cooler stuff, and we were able to do that. So when I started, I had 30 students, and I taught privately, and we did some cool little workshops, and I brought in professional friends to come and jam with students, and bands to run special workshops, and we did little concerts. That was cool. But as we grew a music school, we were able to have right up to 2,000 kids learning with band programs. We had charitable trust. We literally to this day go pick up kids by the busload that couldn't afford lessons, come back to our building, get free lessons. What else did we do? We even created these music mission camps where we had musicians from all around the world come and learn how to perform and teach in low decile schools. It's a sort of our term for poorer neighborhoods in our country. And so they'd run these programs, and we'd show them all around the city, and they would have an amazing time, and we got to teach hundreds and hundreds of kids for free that never would have had those experiences. And so on it went. The things we were able to do because we stepped out and built a music school, we were able to have a much bigger impact. So maybe that's you. Maybe you want to do some bigger things, and so a school will allow you to do that. Next one is obvious, and this might be number 1 for many people, is money. They actually just want to make a bit more money. And so you can make more money as a private teacher if you run that really well, or you could make more money as a music school owner if you do that really well. So you can also earn really low amounts of money if you do either of them not very well. So it's the money side of things is if you actually do it well, right? You could run a music school badly and earn less than you would teaching on your own, right? But you do it well, your income will go astronomically compared to what you earned as a private teacher. I haven't done the maths on, I should do it one day and let you know actually, on what I earned in those first years compared to what I earned in the later years or in the middle years of my music school. But it was definitely like crazy amounts more because I stepped out, built something bigger, and it allowed me to have not just myself earning money, but lots of people working and earning money for the business which I owned. So I got my salary, and then I got the profits of the company as well. So money is another reason people want to build a music school, so they can just earn a bit more. Usually I've found that money is never the only reason for music school owners, which is really cool. In one sense, if you wanted to just earn money, you probably wouldn't choose this career because there's easier ways to earn a lot of money. So often people are driven by the creativity and the music, and it's just the thing that they're best at, most passionate about. You get the idea. So that was number 3, money. Number 4 is build something bigger than themselves. So one thing that people often tell me when they're in that sort of starting journey and they're kind of frustrated with teaching solo is they actually they want a team around them. They want to do something where they're just building something. It's not just like a job where you show up and, yeah, cool, I've got my 20-30 students this week and this is the curriculum we're going through. They actually want to be just building something awesome, imagining where it could go. What could we do with this? How could we provide better opportunities for these kids, and how could we build something that would give them cooler experiences that we never had? And they want to be in little team meetings and getting to hang out with people they love working with and sharing that burden where you're talking about the same thing and sharing the same passion of building something around music. And so I remember feeling that as well. It was just so exciting hiring that first team member. My first team member was called Nathan. He was a drummer. I'm a drummer as well. And we would hang out after lessons, and we had a couch in my teaching room, and we just hang out there and we just talk about where this thing could grow. And we had no idea it would go from these 30 students to 2,000 years to come. It was just mind-blowing that could ever happen. But it was just so cool building something bigger than yourself, because now you're talking about it, you're firing ideas off each other, and look where it ended up. So that's another cool thing. People want to build something that's just bigger than themselves. Last one. This one is quite common, and a lot of people, I think, don't want to talk about it, or they feel guilty. They're actually a little bit sick of teaching. And I remember feeling this early on, and I don't think it is a bad thing to admit. I still love teaching in a sense. I just didn't love doing as much as I needed to earn the wage that I wanted to earn, right? And so obviously, yes, if I knew what I knew now, I could rearrange it in a whole different way to teach less, earn a heck of a lot more, and that's what I help people do. But the idea of showing up every week and teaching whatever it might be, 20, 30, 50 students, actually you get to a point once you've done it for a number of years where you're kind of ready to move on to something else, and you need to find a fresh challenge. If you're someone that wants to be pushed and wants to grow professionally all the time, if you're okay just progressing on your instrument and how to teach, and you just get 10% better every year, that's cool. It might not be for you, but if you're someone that's a bit more entrepreneurial, someone that wants to stretch and go a bit further and be pushed in other areas of your life and business, then the teaching thing can feel like at a point, hey, I think I'm done with this. I really need the next challenge. And I remember when my role moved from, I taught 4 days a week, and I dropped a day a week off each year until I got down to just my top students on one day, and then as they left high school and moved on, I just cut it down until I wasn't teaching at all. And during that time, my role became teaching the teachers. So I built my team, started teaching teachers, training more teachers who come in, more teachers, and so that became the new challenge. And then eventually you got sick of training the teachers, and so then it became, hey, I've got these managers now, and these managers train the teachers, and now I'm teaching people how to teach the teachers, and so and on it goes. You keep going further and further up the ladder if you're someone that keeps pushing. And so sick of teaching, that is the fifth one. I see it is very common. Often people are kind of nervous or scared to admit it, because that's what their business is based on. It's based on teaching lessons. Yet a lot of people are a little bit burned out with it, and so that can be another reason people build a school, because they get to either stop teaching and scale up, like the way I was saying, where you can increase the responsibility in your role and find new challenges, or they actually just cut back the teaching. So they might be teaching 30 hours or 20 hours, and they know that they would just actually be really happy teaching 5 hours and hiring other people to do that, but they don't want their income to go down. They want it to go up. And so building a music school is a way that can happen. So there we go. That is 5 reasons that I see most popular. The freedom people want, they want bigger impact, they want to earn a bit more money, they want to build something bigger than themselves, and of course they're sometimes a little bit sick of teaching. So if you would like to build a music school, or you'd like to take your studio to the next level, go to the link down below, click to grab a free trial of our Build a Music School program. If you haven't seen it before, it's absolutely incredible. It's unlike anything we've seen out there that is going to help you fast track through all the painful mistakes of building a profitable music teaching business that really makes a difference in the world. And you can grab a free 7-day trial. Check out the hundreds of resources that are there, connect with some of the members, look at what are the major pain points you are trying to solve right now, and there will be resources that will help you fast track those, and you're welcome to send through any questions you might have as well. So grab a link, would love to see you on the inside and hook you up with a free trial to take a look around. Until then, I'll see you in the next video, but do also remember to comment down below what's the reason that you want to start a music school, or the reason that you have started a music school. Be really interested to know if it's another reason outside those 5.